Welcome back to Mike's Man Cave and welcome back to my 30-day update on my carnivore diet challenge. Now I'm not going to waste any time, I'm going to get straight into my results, and I'm thinking the heading that I used in this video might have already given away how I went. Now I've made some notes on a bit of paper just to recap the last 30 days. Now I did do a 7-day video where I lost 6.8 kilos in the first 7 days. I then lost an additional 3.3 kilos in the next 7 days and an additional 1.6 kilos in the following 7 days. Now it's been 9 days since my last update and I have lost a further 2.1 kilos in those 9 days. Now the weight loss does not sound that impressive in kilos. We've got 13.8 kilos in 30 days. Now if you change that to pounds, it sounds really impressive because that is just over 30 pounds in 30 days. Guess what? I lost an average of 1 pound every single day for the past 30 days. Now that sounds a lot more impressive, doesn't it? I am pretty happy with 1 pound a day for 30 days. Now for the last 9 days, I'll be honest with you, I was very busy and I did not do all my exercise. I did do some exercise, so I actually cut back on my exercise in the last 9 days. And my diet was not 110% strict like it hasn't been the whole time, but you know, I've done my best. They did have a barbecue at work one day, and I did have, it was meat based, it's a barbecue, so I did have some steak, which is fine. I did have a sausage, which was a little bit borderline. The bad part was I put the sausage on the bread roll and I put a whole heap of salad on there. Now that was one day when we had a barbecue at work. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm just telling you what I did. Okay, then I may have also been guilty of having a little bit more alcohol. I did have a can of beer, also at work, funnily enough. Or after we finished work. I did have a can of beer after work, not at work. And that was just a single can after finishing work. I can't think I did anything else that was too bad. Like I said, I did have some alcohol. I did have a sausage on the bread roll. And funnily enough, the sausage on the bread roll and the beer was within the same day, within the same 24-hour period. I have been taking the dogs for a walk a few times, and my gym has been reasonably consistent. I did miss a few workouts, so instead of having 4 workouts in 1 week, I think I only did the 3, and then I had the next one the following week. Now the weights is not the be all and end all. I do enjoy training with weights. I do have my own home gym set up where I train, as you may or may not be aware. And I like training with weights to keep up some muscle tone and to keep in shape a little bit. Okay, I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't go and I'm not a power lifter. I don't go lifting massive amounts of weights. I'm getting too old for that. I'm not really interested in bodybuilding. I just like lifting weights to basically delay the aging process and to keep in a little bit of shape, and hopefully that shape isn't round. In saying that, I have now had a free day where we had some Chinese takeaway last night. I did have a couple more bottles of beer. What is it with me and beer? I don't know. Anyway, I did have a couple more bottles of beer, and I think I'm going to stick with this way of eating for a little bit longer. I'm going to try and stay reasonably strict, but I'm not going to kill myself if I do have something that is not 100% carnivore. Like I said in my earlier videos, you know, people get carried away like it's an be all and end all, or it's an all or nothing type thing. I think what's important is what you do 80 to 90% of the time, and the other 10% are optional. Now, if you don't want to go that way, that's up to you. But for me, I think what I do 80% of the time, I do 80% of my workouts. I go for a walk as much as I can with the dogs. I try and get all my workouts in. I try and eat reasonably healthy. Now there's the other 10 or 15% where I do energy drink reviews, where I like to go out and have a feed. I think on the 22nd of February there's a beer and cider festival coming up locally, which I'll be attending, and I believe there'll also be a lot of nice burgers and ribs and all that sort of stuff there to eat. And guess what? I'll be going to that. I'll be drinking beer, and I will be eating burgers and chips and whatever's on offer on that day. And then the following morning, I'm going to get up and get on with the 90% of my life. Okay, so that day will be the 10%. The rest of the time will be the 90% where I'll try and do the right thing. If you've got any questions on how I lost 30 pounds in 30 days, do me a favour. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. I do answer all comments, and if required, I'm happy to make a video just to answer your comment if that's what's needed to give you a comprehensive answer. I'm not a doctor or nutritionist, I'm just a person doing what I'm doing, and I'm sharing my experience with you guys for anyone that is interested in listening or maybe even interested in trying it yourself. The stricter you are, obviously, the better your results are going to be. But if you've got some weight that you want to shift and get rid of, try it and let me know how you go. Okay, 30 days is not a lot of time out of your life. 30 days will be gone. Before you know it, another 30 days will be gone and you still haven't lost 30 pounds. Imagine how much different you will feel being 30 pounds lighter than what you are today. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favour, give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new around here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more videos from Mike's Man Cave. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.